What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I have something new for you, and it's gonna kind of reflect the changes that are coming for this channel. I have like 20 minutes right now. I'm on lunch break from work, but I just want to hop on here and share a story with you guys of something that God did this morning in my life. But just real quick before I hop into that story, I want to say that this is different than a lot of the videos that I have posted on this channel, and there's probably going to be more videos like this, and I'm going to talk about that more in just a completely separate video. I'm going to talk about the transition and like what my plans are for this channel and how that's changing with my goals and things like that. But right now, like I said, I just want to hop into this story and talk about that. So today is Saturday. Every Saturday morning, my roommate and I have been going to a men's Bible study group. And so this morning, Bible study was at 8. And then right after that, at my church, which was a completely separate thing because the men's group that I go to at 8 in the morning on Saturdays is different. It's separate from my church. So then my church was having a men's breakfast at 9 o'clock, which is basically just right afterwards, after the Bible study. And anyway, I stayed up later than I should have last night. Not like terribly late, but pretty late for me. And I forgot to set my alarm to wake up this morning. But it was really crazy. So I forgot to set an alarm, period. And I woke up exactly at 7:30 this morning, on the dot. And right as I woke up, I got a text from my pastor reminding everybody of the breakfast that we were gonna have. And I was like, oh yeah. And I like looked at the time and stuff. I had 30 minutes, which was like the perfect amount of time for me to get ready, get up, brush my teeth, go to the bathroom, all those things, and go to the book group. And so anyway, I get up and I go to wake up my roommate, and obviously I was like really tired and like I didn't want to get up, but I did. And I go over to my roommate and I open his door and I wake him up. I'm like, hey, wake up, like we gotta go to the Bible study soon. He actually stayed up like a lot later than me last night, so he was really tired and he didn't want to go, and he just wanted to stay and sleep. So I was like, oh man, like okay, I guess he's not gonna go. And then I was like, what should I do? I was like, should I go? Should I just not go? Because I honestly like I was tired and I didn't want to go. And I was like, should I just text him and say that I can't go and just go back to sleep? And so that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to sleep because I have to work today. I've got other things to do. I'm not gonna have a lot of sleep if I don't sleep, just because I went to bed late and I didn't get as much sleep as I would want. And I knew that work today was going to be a pretty intense day. And so I wanted to go back to sleep. But I prayed about it. I sat in my bed for like 5 minutes and I was just like, God, like, I don't know if I should go or if I shouldn't. And I was just kind of like processing it with God, like just as I was praying and thinking about it. And I kind of just came to the conclusion, like, I should go. Like, I just felt like, yeah, I should go, and like I'm just gonna trust on God to give me the energy for the day. So I started getting dressed and getting all ready to go. One thing that I realized right as I left to go to the Bible study in the first place was that I left my keys in my other friend's truck last night. So I didn't have my keys to get into I didn't have, all my keys are on the same thing. So I didn't have my car keys, I didn't have my apartment keys, and all of that I left in my friend's truck. This is a little bit complicated if you don't know like the back side of things. But basically, my friend who I left my keys in his truck, he planned to wake up at 5:30 this morning and leave at like 6 a.m. to go drive 4 hours away from this town to go see his family and stay there for a couple days. And so he would have left with my keys. So I have the car that I'm sitting in right now, which is a Subaru, and then I have a truck also that I'm trying to sell, and there's a guy who wants to come look at my truck tomorrow. So if my friend would have left, here's what happened. He slept through his alarm. And thank God, because if he didn't sleep through his alarm, he would have been out of town by the time I even woke up, and there would be no chance of me getting my keys back, and then I'd be like carless for the whole weekend. I wouldn't be able to sell my truck, and that would just be a mess and stressful. He literally like texted and said that he slept through his alarm, and when I realized that I left my keys in his truck, I called him right away. I was like, yo, are you still in town? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, dude, I left my keys in your truck. And he was like, okay, I can bring them over in like 10-20 minutes or whatever. And then I was like, okay, well, I gotta go to the Bible study, so I'm gonna be gone, but just drop them off at my apartment. And like right as I was about to head out the door, I noticed my roommate got up out of bed, and so he actually came with me. So when Aiden and I left, we left all our stuff in the apartment, and we left the apartment open. We went to the Bible study, and it was really good. Like, I'm glad that I went. We finished a little bit after 9 o'clock, which is when the breakfast was starting. And so Aiden, my roommate, he just wanted to go to bed after that. He wasn't going to go to the breakfast. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the breakfast. I'm going to get some food because I haven't eaten at this point. And so we leave, and we walk back to our apartment because where the Bible study is so close to our apartment that we just walk. When we came back after the Bible study, our door to our apartment was locked. And we were like, what? And my keys were locked in there. My car keys, everything. My car was locked. So we were just completely locked out of everything. My roommate left his keys in there as well. So we didn't have keys to our car. We didn't have keys to the apartment. We couldn't get in the window because I locked the window. And anyway, I basically ended up getting a hold of our realtor, and she sent somebody to open our door for us, which thank God. But that delayed me like 35 minutes to go to the breakfast that I was trying to go to. And then once we finally got the door unlocked, I got my keys. I went to the breakfast, and that was good, but I missed like a lot of it because I was so late. But there's like some key points where God just like in a way tested me, but also blessed me to have the opportunity so that I could get my keys back. There's two key ways that he did that, and that was, one, by waking me up. Like, I'm not even kidding, I was so shocked. I woke up at 7:30 on the dot, and that never happens. And so like the fact that I just woke up at that perfect timing was, I believe that God did that for me. And then the second thing is, I could have chose not to go to the Bible study, and I could have chose to sleep instead and not have that discipline in my life. And if I did that, if I had chose to not go to the Bible study and just sleep longer, guess what would have happened? I would not have realized that I didn't have my keys, and that I left my keys in my friend's truck, and he would have left out of town 4 hours away for a couple days, and I would be screwed because I don't have spare keys or anything. And because I chose to go to the Bible study even though I didn't really want to, and I wanted to get more sleep, I was able to realize that I was missing my keys and I could get them back, and it worked out. Also, there's like even a third point to that, the fact that my friend didn't leave until later in the morning, because if he had left the time that he was planning to leave, then I would also have been screwed. So it's just, I don't know, I just wanted to share this story with you guys. I hope that you found it interesting, and I hope that you can just kind of see, like, it's just like the little miracles in life, like to you guys especially, being on the outside of my life and just hearing me tell this story. I hope that you can see like my excitement about it. But it does, like, it is relatively a small thing, but I think that it represents something so much greater, and that's just, how many times in your life are there points like that where there's just like little things that just work out so well, and I truly just believe that is God's blessing over my life, and I believe that He's faithful, and that when we choose to follow and to seek Him, that He honors that and He blesses us. and He will provide for us. Like I said, if I just chose not to seek God, and if I chose to just do whatever I wanted, then I would be even in a worse place, and I would be frustrated and stressed out even more. So yeah, praise God. Thanks for that. Like I said in the beginning, I'm kind of going to be changing up my content a little bit, and I want to share more stories with you guys about what God's doing in my life. So I'm going to make a completely separate video just talking about that and like the changes in my plans and all that. So if you are interested, and if this video got your attention, make sure to check out my channel and subscribe. I'm not going to completely stop making fun adventure videos because I love camping and adventuring and doing all that outdoor stuff. But I kind of want to just shift the focus of my channel, I guess. That being said, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.